Welcome to LNP Renewable System Limited. Today we are going to discuss some of the basics of access control system part 3. If you have missed part 1 and 2, please subscribe to our channel. In our channel we had created a playlist basics of access control system part 1 to 5 English, so that whatever issues that you might have because this is going to be a continuation of part 2. So if you didn't see the part 2, please go to the playlist and watch the part 2 so that you will get a clarity of what we are discussing in the part 3. So what are the things that we are going to discuss in the part 3? So we are going to learn how to wire DS K1 T105 series device controllers in Hikvision. And we also learn wiring of how to wire DS K1 T200/201 series device controllers in Hikvision. And we also learn how to wire external RS-485 card readers in Hikvision. And most importantly, we will also learn how to wire the vegan card readers. And we will also learn the basics of how to wire an electrical lock, how to wire a door contact, how to wire an exit button, and most importantly how to wire the alarm inputs. So already we have discussed about the different controls in the part 2. If you have missed it, please watch it so that you will get a clarity what we are discussing in the part 3. And also we will learn the wiring of alarm inputs, and most importantly we will learn the wiring of vegan card readers. And we will also learn the wiring of RS-485 in Hikvision card readers. So as you can see here, most importantly, for each and every device to operate, we need a power supply. Most importantly, since it is a ELV system, mostly 12-volt power supplies will be working. That is the first thing. Second thing is that even though we powered the controllers, for all these equipment, this door lock or even the card readers to work properly, we need a help of the power supply. So we can take the power from those inputs also. As you can see here, this is a door lock. So in door lock we have a normally closed, common, normally open, sensor input and the button input provisions. So as you can see here, so these are your outputs of the magnetic lock, and this is your electrical strike, and this is your door contact. And most importantly, as you can see here, this exit button also we are connecting the exit button here to unlock these doors when we are inside the concerned room. As you can see, we are connecting the input card reader here. And even for this system to work properly, we need an external 12-volt power supply for the RS-485 communication to work properly. And all the alarm inputs we are connecting in these terminals, and for all the alarm output, that is NC or NO, in case of any you want to raise any buzzer alarms, in such occasions you can go with this. Next and foremost important thing is that, so this DXKI 201 series, mostly everything is going to be the same. You need a 12-volt power supply to operate. And even for the RS-485 to connect work properly, you need an external power supply for it. And these are going to be your outputs, which will be commanded by the relays. As you can see here, we have NC contact, common, NO contact, sensor, and this button we are going to connect from the exit button. And our inputs we will be connecting here. So see, this is your controller side, and this is your field side, so that you will have a clarity. See here, we have a power input, and we have a alarm input, we have a alarm output, we have RS-485 connection, we have a input that is card reader connection, and we have a output that is door lock. So as you can see here, if you want to establish a communication between the card reader to the access control panel, or from one card reader to, say for example, consider you have a master card reader and you have so many slave card readers, maybe multiple card readers. So if you want to establish a loop connection from here to here, we need a help of these RS-485 communication. So we have positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. We need to loop them properly, and even for these RS-485 communication to work properly, we need a 12-volt power supply. So as you can see here, if you had a plan to wire a vegan card readers, then as you can see here, in the card readers alone we have a provision for dial-up settings, and for this card reader to operate we need an external power supply of 12 volt. Then we need to connect our other different wirings, that is LED indications, if you want to show any sort of errors, if you want to create any buzzers. Okay, so for that we need to follow this color codes. So as you can see here, this is going to be the electrical log, which is going to be your output, which will be commanded by the relay inside the access controllers. So as you can see here, NC you need to connect with the magnetic log, it is going to be your positive, and in same way NO you need to connect with the electrical strike, that is also positive, and common also you need to connect through the power supply, you need to connect with both the magnetic clock as well as the electric strike. Okay, so in case of consider a situation, okay, in case of if the card reader is scanning, what will happen? Immediately it will get demagnetized so that the door will unlock, you can enter inside. Or there is other scenarios, if in case of fire, immediately this magnetic blocks will demagnetize so that you can enter inside. Okay, and next, if you want to wire a door contact, this is how the door contacts will looks like. So these are the very small door contacts. Okay, as you can see here, in this one is going to be your sensor and the other one is going to be the ground connection. So you can connect the sensor in the wiring here, it can be either yellow or green color, and most importantly ground you can use black colors. Say for example, you might have a exit push button. Say for example, this is a room. Okay, this is a room. Okay, consider a situation, you have a room door here. So outside the door for sure the card reader will be there. So using card reader you had entered inside the room, and if you want to come back, okay, there won't be any card readers. So you can press the exit push button so that the doors will unlock. Okay, doors will unlock. Doors will unlock so that you can come outside from the door, from the room. Next most important thing is that you can either connect the alarm input devices also. So say for example, if you are using any intrusion devices, okay, if the intrusion devices or sensors are sensing any intrusions of any thieves or anybody something, so it will immediately give the input, that is it got sensed somebody is crossing the room. Okay, somebody is crossing the room, like that it will give an input. Based on that input, okay, if it is our duty to raise buzzer alarms, okay, buzzers, in order to alert the security personnels to catch the thieves or to catch the person who is doing any sort of malpractices inside the rooms. So what we can do with the help of this buzzer or speakers or a horn, sound horns, so we can raise the alarms immediately so that we can catch, we can alert, we can create a alertness to the security personnel who is doing security work there. And for these alarm devices to work properly, we need to provide 12 volt power supply. Okay, so power supply positive always connected with the output devices, and the negative side please connected with the through the common. So this is how we need to wire a vegan card reader. As you can see here, for this to operate, as you can see, we have a scanning option for your fingers. We have a number pads also. As you can see, for this device to operate, we need to provide 12 volt power supply. As you can see here, in order to create buzzer sounds, we need to do the buzzer wirings. Okay, so as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it means if you're going for 8 core cable, 6 wires you can use it, 2 you can keep it as a spare. Okay, and most important note is that even though you have wired it properly, okay, if consider situation after wiring, if you give power, it will work like that. No, you need to do some basic configurations. So in order to do the basic configurations inside the your card readers, you need a help of PCs, and most importantly you need a help of the softwares also. Okay, so and as we told earlier, okay, in order to establish a communication from one card reader to the other card reader, you need a help of this RS485 communication, positive and negative terminals. And for this communication to work properly, we need the support of 12 volt supply, it is extra low voltage. Okay, and even though you have wired it properly, okay, most important thing, you need to do the system configurations. That thing you need to do with the help of PCs or the concerned required softwares. So you can activate your card readers, your controllers, everything with the help of a SADP or a client softwares. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and press the bell icon. If you want to know more and learn more, you can contact us. We had provided the contact details here. We as a LNP Renewable System Integrator, we are providing PLC programming training for Siemens, Allen Broad in Delta PLCs. And if you want to work in GCC countries, okay, especially in building management system and building automation control system, you can contact us. We are providing short-term training courses for this. We are providing training for college students as well as the working professionals who want to enhance themselves in the concerned field. Okay, and we are also providing the access control system basic hardware related trainings. Okay, we as LNP Renewable System, we are providing solar fencing as a kit. You might have an agricultural crops. If you want to protect your crops from the intrusion of the wild animals, instead of going for normal fencing, you can use solar fencing. Okay, and also we are providing solar street lights and solar pump services as a product. And if you want to establish if you need any sort of design consultancy or training supports for solar on-grid, off-grid and hybrid application, we can provide. And if you want to establish your solar DC light systems entirely in a place where EB power is not available, in such occasions we can provide you the provisions. Thank you so much.